Hello everyone. I am one of the discussant for tonight and my topic is The Canterbury Tales by Geoffrey Chaucer. And I am Carmen J. Aquino from the state of Vermont. Let me first discuss the state of Vermont. Vermont is a state in the northeastern United States known for its natural landscape, which primarily forested. Millions of people visit the state each year, and many thousands of out-of-state residents maintain second homes in Vermont. These people primarily seek the beauty and tranquility of Vermont's mountains and narrow valleys, and the sense of the country's past that pervades the entire states. So if you can see on the picture, the the picture above is the symbol of the flag of Vermont. And next is the capital of Vermont is Montpelier. It may be the smallest state in the US, but Montpelier is brimming with historic appeal and quirky attractions. The Winooski River flows through the heart of the city, adding to the character of its charming downtown, quaint shops, walking trails, and culture amenities. So, let's move on to the cultural life of Vermont. Vermont's often low-key and rural character is complemented by strong involvement in artistic and cultural pursuits. Painters find inspiration in the landscape and sculptures, adapt old materials and forms from barns and antique shops to contemporary uses. Vermont also has a rich heritage of folk music, and in warm weather, numerous music and drama events are held throughout the state. The Vermont Symphony Orchestra was the first in the United States to receive a legislative appropriation. And also, Vermont's long history of newspaper publishing began with the publication of the Vermont Gazette in Bennington in the 1780s. Vermont also is known for foods like Vermont cheddar cheese, maple syrup, and the ever-popular Ben and Jerry's ice cream. It is also home to many farms, artisan foods, fresh produce, and wineries. Oh, the language in Vermont is English. It is their primary language spoken, with over 90% of the population speaking only English. 6% of the population speaks a language other than English, with French being the majority. So, let's go on their tradition. When Vermont's brief but glorious summer arrive, the festivals roll around like clockwork. Every town of the note in the state has at least one or two local festivals highlighting their culture and craftiness. So, here are some of the holidays and festivals in Vermont. We have the Brattleboro Winter Carnival, Snowflake Hot Air Balloon Festival, Marlboro Music Festival, Southern Vermont Art and Craft Fair, Vermont State Fair, and Stowe Oktoberfest. So, let's move on to my topic, which is The Canterbury Tales by Geoffrey Chaucer. Let me first introduce to you Geoffrey Chaucer. He was the son of a wealthy wine merchant of London, given a good education at local schools, and entered into service of the royal court around the age of 13 in 1356 CE. He is also the outstanding English poet before Shakespeare and the first finder of our language. His The Canterbury Tales ranks as one of the greatest poetic works in English. He also contributed importantly in the second half of the 14th century to the management of public affairs as courtier diplomat and civil servant. And also, Chaucer's work are their variety in the subject matter, genre, tone, and style, and in the complexities presented concerning the human pursuit of a sensible existence. So, yet his writings also consistently reflect an all-pervasive humor combined with serious and tolerant consideration of important philosophical questions. From his writing, Chaucer emerges as a poet of love, both early and divine, whose presentations range from lustful accolade and spiritual union of God. So, in the Canterbury Tales, it is a group of pilgrims traveling to Canterbury Cathedral compete in a storytelling contest. This overarching plot or frame provides a reason for the pilgrims to tell their stories, which reflect the concerns sparked by the social upheavals of late medieval England. So, the Canterbury Tales consist of 24 tales, but I just pick one to analyze, which is the tale entitled The Knight. So, The Knight's Tale is a romance that encapsulates the themes, motives, and ideals of courtly love. Love is like an illness that can change the lover's physical appearance. The lover risks death to win favor with his lady, and he is inspired to utter eloquent, poetic complaints. So, let's move on to the characters of the tale entitled The Knights. First, we have Theseus. He is a noble king of Athens. He is powerful conqueror and a fair ruler. Next character, we have Hippolyta. She is the queen of the Amazons, a tribe of powerful women. And next, we have Emily, object of both Palamon's and Arcita's desire, Hippolyta's maiden sister. She is also knight's love from afar. Also, we have Arcite, chivalric brotherhood to Palamon. He falls in love with Emily while imprisoned in the tower. And the last character, we have Palamon. He is brave and strong. Eternal brotherhood with Arcite, his cousin. And also, here is the theme of the night. The main theme of the tale is the instability of human life. Joy and suffering are never far apart from one another, and nobody is safe from disaster. Moreover, when one person's fortunes are up, another person's are down. This tale is romance tale. It demonstrates the relationship between knights and a woman. It shows how the knights go on journeys and communicate with other people to save woman's love. It ends up becoming tragic because one of them died for her. And here are some facts about the Canterbury Tales. The Canterbury Tales is one of the best love works in the history of English literature. Chaucer introduces us to a vivid cast of characters, including a carpenter, a cook, a knight, a monk, a prioress, a haberdasher, a dyer, a clerk, a merchant, and a very body miller. It is one of the reasons Chaucer is so important that he made the decision to write in English and not French. Chaucer also began the tales in 1387 and continued until his death in 1400s. So this tale, Canterbury Tales, comprise of 24 tales related to a number of literary genres and touching on subjects ranging from fate to God's will to love, marriage, pride, and death. The Canterbury Tales is considered Chaucer's masterpiece and is one of the most important works of medieval literature for many reasons. So, here also in the Canterbury of Tales, it is written in the Middle English, which bear a close visual resemblance to the English written and spoken today. In the contrast, Old English, the language of Beowulf, for example, can be read only in modern translation or by students of Old English. Students often read the Canterbury Tales in its original language, not only because of similarity between Chaucer's Middle English and our own, but because the beauty and humor of the poetry, all of its internal and external rhymes, and the sounds it produces would be lost in translation. So, that's all for my report, and thank you for listening.